Hello everyone, welcome back to the land of Italy. So today we're going to do some mucking, well not mucking, slurry dumping stuff, spreading, and we've got to cultivate, do some cultivating, and I'm wandering around here trying to find my way back. So we're going to work on those two fields we were just working on in the last episode. Let's get rid of this. There we go. Just don't have my steering wheel hooked up yet. It's a little bit rough on my body parts, but we'll get there soon. I can drive a little better. Alright, so let's have a look. Now I've been looking at I did go in and had a look at the newer version of SoilMod. There wasn't a whole lot. There's a little bit of an update on this screen here, the soil condition screen. It shows you a little more info and just little things like that. I didn't see anything that said, oh, update right away, so I haven't yet. One thing I did find was a list that shows you the pH and what you can expect for yield. And really, if you've got pH below 6.1, you best be liming the field, because yeah, as soon as you drop below 6.1, you start taking a big hit to production. Why don't I start spraying instead of just driving around? That'd be a good idea. Alright. So anyway, yeah, 6.1, that's the magic number. Keep it above that and you're golden. Even if you had it at 14, which is the most basic you could get it, that's the opposite of the scale from 0. Even that, you are still looking at, I think it was 75%, which is better than the 5% you get if you get it below 5.1 pH. Alright, let's get this thing going again. It's been a while since I used this, so I don't remember what the range is or what I'm supposed to be doing for speed, but this looks good enough. So we're going to spread the slurry on and then we will cultivate. So I'll spray some of this on. I might even pause it before I get it all finished, so we'll see. So I've been playing some Minecraft, the Hermitcraft mod sauce. I was going to make a video for that today, but I'm going to get a little more done so I can do an update for tomorrow. I think I'll do a Minecraft video for tomorrow, for Friday. It's going to do it for today, which is Thursday, but yeah, I figured some of you guys would be looking for more of this since I did, go a couple weeks without having them. So I don't know about you, but I got to get my old Farm Sim Italy fix in here. Let's see what happens if I hit 2. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Better coverage that way. So we're doing pretty well on the slurry. We're now producing it, so that is good. There should be plenty over at the biogas. I don't have a display for that, so I'd have to go look. Maybe I'll have a look since I'm right next to the biogas plant. I may as well go have a look when I empty this. And around we go. Oops, spraying some on the road. Hope there's no joggers or cyclists. They're not going to appreciate that too much. Have you ever driven by you're driving down the road and you go by a farm and somebody's spraying muck? Whether it's the hoses with the sprayers out in the field. Oh, is that ever potent? Smell of life is what I keep saying. It smells like something dead, but anyway. Alright, look at that. We almost made it around the field. So let's, where the heck was this? Oh yeah, it's over this way. How can we, we can't go this way. I have to go, can I go along this road? I can't remember if this actually comes out there. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. It's a really nice map. Good detail. Other than that soil mod bend in my brain, but I think I'm getting a handle on it now. Slowly but surely. So I think if I think of it when I go to put this video up today, I'll attempt to first let's see how much is on here. 17,000. Okay, we can fill this a couple times. I'll attempt to put the pH, the list showing the pH, the yield. So I'll put that in the description. So if you're wondering, when I'm talking about, well, it's best to have it over 6.1 and this sort of thing. If you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, where I'm pulling those numbers, you'll be able to see that in the description for this video, assuming I think to put it up in the morning. And that way you'll see for yourself. If you're playing, playing along, playing this, or you're just exploring the soil mod, then you'll have that information too. Get rid of this. It says the plough spec. That's why I'm getting kind of stuck here. Got tongue-tied today. Blah blah blah. There we go. So more goop on the field. Once that's done, we'll cultivate. So use that big honking thing. I got it sitting over there. Can't quite see it yet. We'll see it when we go to the other end of the field. I know some of you are probably disappointed with me for using that, but I really like the curvets, and those attachments really seem to suit them. And yes, I'm in Italy, and yes, I'm using big attachments, but I'm doing it on the big fields, and I'm using the smaller ones on the smaller fields with smaller tractors that are, you know, made by companies that operate in Italy. So hopefully everybody's happy with that, and if you're not, well, I guess I can't please everyone, and I'm trying, but oh well. Okay, how much are we at? 51%. I'm going to go past this and I'll circle back and fill that in because I'm weird that way. I'm a completionist, I guess. Back around again. So we've just had an update on the Hermitcraft mod sauce, and we're now at 1.0.0.2. Unfortunately, Forstmod, at least on our server, appears to be bugged. Now, whether it's just the way the server is updated, maybe the Forstmod has to be updated separately, because I know Iron Brew did add some stuff on there kind of after the fact. So hopefully that's what the problem is. Because right now I ended up making an MFR needle gun because none of my weapons work anymore. Every time I try and do something any crafting with it, I crash, so that's not good. Anyway, so needle gun for a bit. I haven't used one before, so that was something new. So a lot of you guys who hate Minecraft and you're watching Farm Sim probably waiting for me to shut up about it, so I'll talk about Minecraft when I play Minecraft. Okay, so we'll go another bit. Whoops, I guess I should have just gone over there. This thing is fast. I tell you, this really makes the map smaller because you just, well, it seems smaller because you can just get around so much more quickly. Let's just go around here. Move it up. Oh, missing my steering wheel. Yeah, I didn't notice. Oh yeah, okay. I think this holds 8,000, wasn't it? Yeah. So we should be good on this. You'll notice that it says show Courseplay HUD. See? Yes, I have Courseplay installed. No, I have no idea how to use it, so that's why you haven't seen me using it. I'll get to it. So much to learn. Gotta figure out this soil mod first. Alright, going to need fuel sim too. Oops, I guess I could have just gone cut through there, but oh well. Going across the field. Oops, we're over there. Oops. Alright, here we go. Alright, around we go again. So on our co-op farm sim, we're on the Netherlands special map. Pretty fun map. I really like it. We're doing soil mod on that too, so I'm getting kind of a lot of experience with soil mod all of a sudden. And the worst part is nobody else I'm gaming with really knows much about it, so it's kind of left to me. So we're moving ahead. We did discover today that we own all the fields there, just like we do here. The difference is, on that one, I can probably use Bank of Hag instead, or I can edit the economy XML file and give the fields back. By doing so, then you can repurchase them again. The icon pops up on the fields. So we might do that. We'll see. We'll be recording an episode today of it, hopefully. And we've got some of our folks are heading off to EGX, so I have no idea who's going to be there for recording. So we'll see on Sunday. That's when Thursday's recording goes up, is on Sundays. Anyway, I know Fad won't be there for Wednesday's recording for sure, because he'll be at EGX when we normally record on Saturdays. Nah, I know, I'm boring the pants off you guys, I'm sorry. There's the beast over there, see it? It's just waiting to leap on the field. Yeah, I'm excited. I love driving that thing. Not as fun with a keyboard and mouse, but pretty fun nonetheless. So I've been thinking, I actually played a game called Dirt 3 today. I've had it for a couple years anyway. And Games for Windows Live kind of packed it in, so that killed my profile on my save games, and you still can't save it. But I was doing some land rush races. That's where you drive a truck or a buggy on a snow circuit track. Boy, that was fun. I forgot how much fun that game was. So at some point, if they ever get around to fixing it, which they keep saying they're doing, but I haven't seen it yet, I might actually show some of that. I don't know. Are you guys interested in seeing rally racing or any of that other? You know, I generally play on fairly realistic settings. Like, you know, you've got to do all your own shifting, and any damage you get damages your vehicle, and not just cosmetic. I had one race, my front wheel came off, and that was about it for me for that race. Another one where I hit a log pile racing a car at about 120 kilometers an hour, and yeah, that was game over for me there. So I do play it, you know, more realism, and of course with that game it allows you to save for YouTube in-game, which means I can use the in-game cameras to make something a little more exciting to watch. So I don't know, maybe you're interested in seeing that, maybe you're not. Only way I'll find out is if you actually tell me, or else I record it and see what we get for likes. So if you want some input on what I'm showing, let me know. Do you want to see me racing in racing games? I do try and play them seriously though. I don't just go around bashing other cars. Unless it's a game where you're supposed to bash other cars. But like Farm Sim. Oh, where did I leave off? Over there. Alright, well, I will finish this field. I will pause it and we'll be back to cultivate momentarily. The beast. I'm coming through, look out. Do you not know what the horn and the flashing lights and the big freaking tractor on the road mean? Oh, peoples, I tell you. You know what, I'm just gonna unfold it here, and if you get in the way, it's your own fault, buddy. Holy cow, I was expecting you to stop, but I guess, yeah, you're not gonna. Alright, thanks. Don't cultivate the grass, jeez. Oh, tractor wreck. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this big X disc on here, or whatever it's called, true tandem disc, whatever that means. And down it goes. And we're off. So we'll do a circuit around the field, and then I will switch over to doing it properly. Which, by properly, I mean the way I would do it in real life, which would be up and down the field. So we're just going to kind of trim the edges, give us a headland here. I think this time I'm going to go up and down that way, so I'm not going to get stuck on all these trees along here, because that is a problem right in here. Let's see if I catch on it. Nope. Okay. So I'll probably need another headland on the other end. Just bump the speed up a bit until I get to the corner. Good enough for government work. Alright, so back up. You would think I would be more apt to do it this way, but the turning around at both ends is a bit of a pain. Those bushes really catch this thing. And, skipped over that. Oh well, I'll get it on the next pass. Or when I do my... Oh, there's another one. Must be going too fast. Oh boy, can we make this? Yeah. This tractor's a beast. Oh, am I gonna get the sign? Oh, oh good. I guess you can go through these signs. Magic signs. Now once I'm done doing the circuit there and I start going up and down the field, we'll switch to in-cab for a bit of it. I should get that mod that allows you to get rid of the whole HUD. So I can get rid of the, is it Alt-A? Yeah, there we go. Gets rid of the inspector mod because I don't really have anything else. You know, I probably should have an automated workers working on the other fields. Oh well. Alright, so we're gonna just go up here and turn around. So I'll just make the headland a bit bigger. Give me some room to turn around, and then I'll go up and do it at the other end. Beep beep coming through. Look out. Made a big Russian weapon and I'm not afraid to use it. Alright, here we go. Spin around the corner here, and then I'll do a headland when on the other side as soon as I get to it. When we get there. Pretty hard to see what you're doing in this. Pretty much spend all your time like this, I guess. Yeah, that would be bad, wouldn't it? Oh well, I can see what I just ran over, I suppose. I think it actually would be a lot easier to use this thing with an articulated tractor. Using the cultivator, I mean. Assuming it's a real... This cultivator's a real thing. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I guess you guys will tell me, won't you? You say it's a real thing. It's just not really used in Italy. Well, too bad. Now it is getting used in Italy. The big Russian tractor, so take that. Russia's close to Italy. Closer than the US is, so I guess I'll use this instead of a case tractor. Oops, okay, let's have a look here, make sure I'm not gonna end up in the trees. Like that. Better off just going around and around, wasn't I? What? I swear I lifted that. Anyway. Oh well. And here I am going back this way again. Oh well. Oh well. That's gonna be my saying for today is oh well. I love the textures in this. It looks really good. You get out of the tractor right down on the dirt, it does look pretty realistic. From what I've seen of dirt where I live, so I don't know, I don't live in Italy, so I assume it's the same there. Considering the map maker, he I believe is Italian. Yeah, just nearly clipped it. Alright, here we go, back on track. Let's try and straighten this out a bit. I'm focusing, that's why I'm not saying much. Oh well. So what do you think? What do you think of this setup? Is it alright? I think it looks pretty awesome. So I guess what are we gonna work on next episode? I still got that other field to do over there, but I will do that off screen, I believe. So what will we do next? I guess we gotta seed this. What are we gonna seed it with? I guess we need biogas. So I was saying that last episode. And biogas is important to us for a couple things. First, it's a fast way to get cash, which, I mean, look, I got 31,000, so yeah, I need cash. The second thing is it gives us that slurry, and again, that's something we need. So between those two things, I would say it's fairly important. Now, regarding the livestock feeding from last episode before, I think it was 2 episodes ago. Yeah, I was having trouble with that conveyor. Now apparently there's a bucket or something you can put on the conveyor that might solve the problem. It's kind of an interface between the conveyor and some of the equipment that things dump into. Now if that doesn't work out, there's also the, I think it's called a tanko. Well, let's have a look at that. By machine type, we want animal feeding, what's it called? Feeding technology. Yeah, this tanko clean a feed. And so this is where you use like sugar beets or potatoes. And this, I think, makes TMR, which is total mixed ration. So we can give that a try. I haven't done it before, so, well, it's something I haven't done before, so you may as well give it a try. If you've used it and, you know, you've got the experience with it and you say, you know, don't bother, or it's cheap, or hey, it's the best thing since sliced bread, let me know. That's what the comments are for, and this is a let's play, not let's watch Hitman play without giving any input at all. So so use the comments, that's what they're there for, and let me know what you think, and tell me, hey, I've used this, and this is what you can expect, and or don't do this, dummy, because, you know, I've been doing a lot of that recently. Anyway. Suppose I shouldn't be recording late at night. I get kind of quiet and subdued, so I'll try and, I think for the next episode, that'll be Minecraft probably, or it'll be another episode of this. I'll try and do it earlier in the day and I'm a little more upbeat and get some caffeine in my system, so it'll be a little more exciting to listen to. Because by now I imagine half of you guys have fallen asleep and hit your head on your monitor, or I guess some of you actually watch this on a phone. I've never done so. Oops, too far forward there. I've never used a phone to watch videos. I use my phone for calling people. So I don't even know if I can watch videos on my phone. My phone company recently forced me to upgrade from my old phone to this one, and so my old one didn't even have a camera on it, so now I can take pictures with a camera. Whoop-de-doo. Still like my old phone better. Spoken like a true old person, but hey, it's the way she goes, right? I read a good book actually called Future Shock that talked a lot about how technology will affect people, and especially the older you get, the more the technology really affects you. Because I know a lot of you guys are younger, and you know the speed at which things develop, you wouldn't even know the difference, because you know, it's part of your lives. And for those of us who are a little bit older, the rate of change has grown exponentially. And what I mean by this is, well, I've just had my 40th birthday last year and coming up, geez, 41 in a week. Anyway, the things I've seen even in 40 years, it's amazing. Like, when I was a kid, we still had black and white TVs. I mean, there were color TVs and we had one, but you know, we didn't have one in every room. There's no such thing as cell phones, no internet. The closest thing you had to a computer was an Atari gaming console, or these big things you put punch cards into. And look at things now. I mean, there's probably more computing power in your phone than some universities had on their campuses. Just the way things change. Trying to keep up to that. For instance, this thing with the phone. So, well, I'm not keeping up on it because it's my brain is saying, okay, that's enough. You're learning too much stuff. I think that seems to be the way it goes. Not that it's full, but you know, at some point you just finally say, you know, enough is enough, and I can't handle the rate of change. And often what you end up seeing is, you know, the midlife crisis where people change their lifestyles because they can't handle it, or breakdowns, you know, where they can't handle the stress anymore, and they just break down. That sort of thing happens, I think, more in real middle life, or midlife, I should say. And I think a lot of that is because at some point our brains just say, you know, I cannot handle the rate of the change, and I need to slow down. And so you see people do like what I've done, and move out in the middle of nowhere and get out of the rat race. And yeah, I think that's the main driver behind it, is just a different pace of life, and you kind of reprioritize your life, and technology is not quite so important. Yeah, now I really sound like an old person, don't I? Well, I am, so therefore. At least I lived this long. Just eating though my appendix tried to kill me. I guess you think weird things when you're laying there in the hospital bed waiting for the night to be over. Anyway, yeah, okay. This kind of got weird, didn't it? So, I think we'll wrap up about here. We finished this field, so it is, let's have a looky here, 8.1, which is perfect. We've got 1.0 for fertilizer, organic, that is good. We'll get that other field going here off screen. And so next episode, oh my gosh, look at this, I missed a spot. We can't have that. I wonder if this thing will, no, it's not going to let me put it down, I have to unfold it. Yeah, I'm not anal retentive, and yeah, I'm sorry about that, but that's the way she goes. So, next episode we will, what the heck? Alright, there we go. We might tackle that, the livestock feeding some more, and we've got some seeding to do here. Now, I did get that big, no, what's that seeder called? Where are we here? Whoops, this way. Sewing machines. We have the Amazon Condor 15001, 15 meters, and I did that just because I was trying to get fields done really quickly. But we have some, like this Horse Maestro, we've got the Vaderstad pack. So we've got some other seeders to look at. I mean, they're not that big, 6 meter. There's a 9 meter for corn, I think. Oh, yeah, corn and sugar beets. It says grain seeder. Anyway, so this is for corn and sugar beets. 9 meters, so we finally have something bigger than this thing. So we will be getting that at some point. Sooner it'd be better. I need to get that and a bigger forage harvester. So we have a goal, and that's to get some bigger corn equipment for getting that biogas going like gangbusters. To get there, we've got to make some money first, so that's why we'll probably do some grain here, because the cutter head on the little fort turret there is bigger than the corn header. So we're going to plant wheat or barley here to chop up for, I think we actually have a bunch of, you know, I'm rambling on here, supposed to be winding up. We've got a lot of wheat planted here, and a lot of that is going to end up in the biogas plant, I think. So where we're working right now is, where is that? Just plowed it. Must be right there, 33. Right, so I got that little field to do. So yeah, we're going to be getting these planted. These fields, this is the last one to get prepped. I'm not sure if I fertilized those already. Anyway, so we're probably going to do some animal feeding and some seeding. So join me for that, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.